Introducing to the channel our latest acquisition, 997 Carrera S. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to an extremely sunny, beautiful day here in Southern California, where we have a great video in store for you guys today.
Absolutely, one that has been on our bucket list for quite some time. A car that has eluded us, a car that is every car enthusiast's one of the favorites. You can't go wrong, and yet it has taken us quite some time to find the right one.
Yeah, so once again, it was about 3 days ago at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was browsing the forums and I came across this car on the Porsche forums, described as a nicely modded 997 Carrera S, which recently had a catastrophic engine event, leaving it unable to start. So automatically that piqued my attention.
Jeffrey's going down this V8 swap route.
That's where it gets good. You guys probably see it in the title. This car could make for the perfect V8 swap and one of the coolest 997 builds on YouTube. People rarely do V8 swaps on the later Porsches because they're worth so much money for starters. You know, a lot of people just take the 996s and V8 swap those, or the 944s. And ever since we sold our 944, nicknamed Ellis, if you guys are an OG on the channel, you'd remember that car. Fantastic car, we loved it. Ever since we sold that car, I've always been like, I want another V8 Porsche back in our life. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be the perfect opportunity. We're gonna show you guys here in just a second.
So this video will not only be unveiling the cheapest 997, but also getting our bearings with the car and seeing what it's all about and seeing the potential for this build and what you guys think should be the direction for this car. We would love to get your thoughts because it could go one of two ways, but the LS way seems like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll admit, but man, that 6-cylinder that came out of it is pretty close to perfection.
Let's see what they think. Introducing to the channel our latest acquisition, the 2007 997 Carrera S. So we spent a long time this morning. We left Arizona last night at about 11 o'clock and it's 8 a.m. now. We rolled into San Diego at 6. I'm like losing track of time. We're working on like no sleep. We drove through the night, through the desert, and we rolled up to meet with the previous owner, get the deal done. Christian, 1 hour after pickup, how are you feeling about our purchase?
I'm feeling great. I'm just happy that we got it up here on the U-Haul trailer with a little bit of a challenge because this is not your average Carrera S. Look for starters at this OEM Porsche Aero front bumper.
Yeah, so many nice mods on this car, as you guys can realize. Obviously, the first thing you realize is the gold wrap, which I get it through the screen. Some of you may be saying, that's too much, that's over the top. But I'm telling you, in person, this thing pops.
It's also super dirty, so I can't wait to get it all shined up. But this, oh man.
Yeah, it's
this
filthy.
wrap is really a unique color, and I think that it fits this Porsche actually quite well.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, in person, it's crazy. We have owned this car for 1 hour, and what? Already 4 people have like yelled out their windows. This lady over here was like, that's a beautiful car. I'm like, yeah, we just got it today.
She's gonna be very happy with it. I hope so. She probably didn't know it had a blown engine.
I was about to say, like, it was cheaper than your Toyota, but whatever. Yeah, I'm sure she's like, you'll have good luck with it. I'm like, okay, I hope that's a foreshadowing that we will have good luck.
But it's just really interesting because we have had a lot of pretty crazy cars on U-Haul trailers, and this one I think has gotten more attention than any of them.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Keep the wrap or unwrap it? Honestly, in the beginning I was thinking, oh, we're gonna unwrap this, put it back to the silver. It's originally silver. But after seeing how nice this wrap job is, like they did a really good job on it. The previous owner spent obviously quite a bit of money about 6 months ago, so it's a really recent wrap, hence why there's like no imperfections. It's not peeling up anywhere. So I think we're gonna keep it and rock with it. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I didn't really see myself as a gold car kind of guy, but hey,
it worked.
Why not now? And we got these black wheels, beautiful wheels. Christian, these are Champion
Motorsports. They're really popular among racing. They're just a really solid but lightweight wheel.
Once again,
Really
very dirty, so don't worry, these are gonna clean up and look gorgeous. These were about $5,000 to $6,000 retail.
This just works so well with these color of wheels, with the splitter, with these 911R.
Oh yeah. After you comment about the wrap, what do you think about the stripes that run from here to the back? Curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that, whether we should leave those or remove them. Let us know down below. But anyway, tires are pretty good, brakes are pretty good all the way around. This is the Carrera S, so it's got the bigger brakes. If we do want to go the V8 swap, this car has, you know, beefier suspension, brakes to take the power better than just the base Carrera.
So nicer bumper and wing. I think that it really, you know, sets this car off well. And it's what a Carrera needs to, you know, not look like the rest of the Carreras.
Definitely looks like a GT3 or a turbo from certain angles. Yeah. Oh, and then he also updated the lights to like LED front and rear. So it just modernized the look quite a bit. I'd say it looks really good. But anyway, there's the positive on the rear end, but now getting to the negative. The negative would be that this thing is probably no good. Basically, there wasn't a whole lot of information in the listing, but the owner said how he took it into the shop and they said that the car wouldn't turn over, so they said it's not worth us digging into it. It's gonna need a new motor. Don't pay us to diagnose it. All we're gonna tell you either way is that the engine needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
So that's it. They didn't do much.
Yeah, they kind of came to a conclusion pretty early off the bat. So there is still a little bit further digging that we will do because either way, this engine is gonna come out. And so when we do get it out, then we're definitely gonna dive into it. Might have been probably the IMS bearing, which is interesting because on this 07 and 08 model year, there's a bigger, beefier bearing that has very rarely been known to fail. So I think it leaves potential for there to maybe be some other engine with the issue.
It'll be fun to tear this down. Our friends over at AZ Cycle Parts, they part these Carreras out all the time and various other supercars. They said, hey, bring it by. Let's dissect the engine and see what went wrong. So we're gonna do that probably in part 3 when we get back, and we're gonna give them the engine and we're gonna do a little investigation as to what blew this engine up.
Yeah, and at the very least, see what else is salvageable on the engine to recoup even more of our money on this car.
Okay, moving on to the interior. Christian, you haven't even looked in the interior. We were in such a rush loading it up today. Christian, go ahead, take a look. I saw it.
Oh my goodness.
Take a smell, like smell that good leather. Give them a view of that beautiful thing in the center that is going extinct nowadays.
I have not been behind the wheel of a 911 very many times in my life. This is awesome. Manual transmission.
Well, at least the transmission
works. This is gonna work, yeah. The key on the proper side versus our 944s where it's on the right side.
Oh, it's just in really good shape. Con took really good care of it, the previous owner. Huge shout out to him making this all happen, and you know, he was happy to see it go to another enthusiast instead of being parted out, so he was really nice about that. So we can't pop the rear because the battery needs to be charged, so can't really show you the engine. Not that there's a whole lot to look at. It's not like some catastrophic hole out the piston block like the 355, remember? Gaping hole in the piston.
Yeah, we saw what went wrong with that engine. This one will take a little more diving in, but
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, unfortunately, with these electronic releases, when the batteries are dead, you get yourself into trouble. There's supposed to be a little emergency jumper thing for the front trunk to then charge the battery, but
that wasn't working either.
Yeah, just like our Porsche Boxster projects, those gave us trouble and that didn't even work, and then we had to go into the wheel well liner, and then the manual release wasn't there, and we had to take off the friggin' front bumper cover.
It was a mess.
Let's hope that doesn't happen with this car.
So what are your guys' thoughts? If we go the LS route, this is the reason I'm such a proponent on the LS, and I think we're gonna do it if it all comes together. There's still a few things we gotta work through. Renegade Hybrids, who offers the kits for the V8 conversions, they built the kit that was in our 944 LS, and they also make a kit for 996s, like 928s, Boxer, stuff like that. But recently, within a couple years, they dropped the kit for the 997. And it's a plug and play with the computers, traction controls, all that stuff.
Yeah.
original Porsche equipment. They plug in and it works great.
Yeah, so it's a turnkey build and they really put a lot of R&D into it. We've seen some of their completed projects and man, they're sweet.
Yeah, they got a couple running around on their YouTube channel. The second I saw it, it was just love at first sight. I've been looking for a blown motor 997 for so long because I've been wanting to do a conversion. So when this thing came up, it just, we had to make it happen. They can do anything from like an LS1 to all the way up to, believe it or not, they can do an LS7, 427, 7 liter, over 500 horsepower. You think, oh, no way it fits in there. Flat 6 and a big V8, they fit with no crazy modification needing to be done. Like it came in, that doesn't fit. They gotta like push up the firewall, it becomes a little messy. But 997, it will fit in here. And then you say, oh, it's gonna throw off the weight distribution, that heavy V8, are you kidding me? No, they weigh about the same. I think an LS3 and the flat 6 are, I think they say the LS3 is even like 20 pounds lighter. And another reason I'm such a big proponent on this swap is because we know of a great source for LS engines, as you guys have probably seen on YouTube with like Adam LZ, Rich Rebuilds, Lee C Parts.
That's right, yeah.
They carry all the LS engines. They dismantle so many GM products. It's crazy. They always have LSs laying around ready to be sold. So if we give them a call, I think they may have one in stock, which could potentially be transplanted into this bad boy. Imagine that, guys. Almost 500 horsepower pissed off American muscle in a German sports car. That's what I'm talking about. Let's roll up to the Porsche Concours and have them get raged at us and kick us out of the show.
That's right. If we can find a good solid engine, that's the other piece of the puzzle, and I think we can. So this could just happen. But comment if you guys think we're crazy. Let us know. We want to do what the whole channel thinks is best, and we're looking forward to what that is with this car.
Yeah, and if you do vote LSs and you know LSs well, comment which LS you would want to see in this car. LS 1, 2, 3, and maybe 7. Jeez. If we're going all out. And no, you can't fit an LS9 in here with a blower because it's too tall, okay?
What so about
no supercharged LSAs either.
What about like some of those Hellcat engines, Elephant?
Genius. Genius.
I'm so glad.
No, you can't put a Elephant in the Porsche, okay? So we'll make a couple last calls to Renegade Hybrids in Vegas and see if they can take the car in, if that's what you all want to do. So just comment down below, but that's the route we're probably going to take. But I think we can get somebody, I think we can get one more opinion on this. Someone who lives pretty close to here.
Yeah, that's right. We were thinking San Diego, the home of none other than TJ Hunt, who has done a couple engine swaps in his day.
Oh yeah.
He might be
maybe we should get his opinion. You think he's around?
Source. Let's see.
Okay, well, let's shoot him a little message, and without further ado, let's get teleporting to TJ Hunt's garage. So you guys have it. I guess we're on the way to TJ Hunt's now, but that's enough for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 with TJ, and part 3, you know, dropping the engine out and seeing the carnage, all that good stuff to come, and hopefully either an LS swap or a great rebuild back to OEM quality for half the price.
Either way, we can't lose on this one. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we don't speak too soon.
There it is back there, final look. Once again, we got like 5 more complete head turns, and some guy was yelling out his apartment at us. I mean, it's just
crazy.
It's nuts. I guess it's the gold. You never see gold on cars. People are flipping out. Little do they know, costs less than their Honda Civic. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. You're not gonna wanna miss out on future videos for sure. We got some bangers coming up. Like the video if you want an LS swapped into this bad boy, and we will see you guys in the next one. Take care.
That's a good looking color, 997?
997, that's right, that's right.
It's a little dirty.
A little dirty, yep.
That it feels right.